Once upon a time, in a deep, ancient forest, there lived an extraordinary bear named Bramble. Bramble wasn't just strong and powerful like other bears, he was exceptionally intelligent and known far and wide for his wisdom. All the creatures of the forest respected him, often coming to him for advice or help with their problems. One day, as winter approached, a strange and troubling thing started happening in the forest. Food began to disappear overnight. The birds found their berry bushes plucked bare, the squirrels' catches of acorns vanished, and even the rabbits noticed their clover fields stripped clean. Panic spread, for winter was coming, and without enough food, many animals would struggle to survive. The animals gathered at a large clearing in the heart of the forest to discuss what to do. They argued about who could be taking the food, but no one had any answers. Finally, Bramble stepped forward, his calm and commanding presence quieting the crowd. "Friends," he began, "I understand your worry. If we do not find the culprit soon, we will all go hungry. I will take it upon myself to solve this mystery. Tonight, I will keep watch and see if I can catch whoever is stealing our food." The animals felt reassured by Bramble's words, for they knew he was wise and clever. That night, as the moon rose high in the sky, Bramble quietly crept through the forest, keeping his senses sharp. He sniffed the air and listened carefully, knowing that whoever was taking the food would likely strike under cover of darkness. Just before dawn, Bramble noticed a faint rustling in the bushes near a patch of wild berries. Carefully, he crept closer and spotted a group of small, quick-moving shadows darting between the bushes and carrying off berries and nuts. It was a group of young raccoons, their fur glossy and their eyes gleaming in the moonlight. Bramble stepped out from his hiding place and spoke in a low but firm voice. "What are you doing, little ones?" The raccoons jumped in surprise, dropping their stolen food. Their leader, a young raccoon named Racco, bravely stepped forward, though he was clearly nervous in Bramble's powerful presence. We are sorry, Bramble," Racco stammered. "Our part of the forest has been barren this season, and we don't have enough food for winter. We didn't know what else to do, so we started taking food from other animals." Bramble thought for a moment. He understood that the raccoons weren't acting out of greed or malice, they were simply desperate to survive. But he also knew that if they continued stealing, the whole forest would suffer. With his deep, wise voice, Bramble said, "Stealing is not the answer. If we work together, we can all survive this winter. The forest has enough for everyone if we are willing to help each other." The young raccoons looked at each other, relieved that Bramble wasn't angry with them. They were willing to listen, and Bramble, always a problem solver, quickly came up with a plan. "Tomorrow, we will go to a part of the forest where the food supply is still abundant. I'll show you how to find and store food properly. Then, you'll help distribute food to the other animals so that no one goes hungry. Do we have an agreement?" The raccoons nodded enthusiastically, grateful for Bramble's kindness and wisdom. They spent the next day following him through different areas of the forest. Bramble taught them how to find hidden supplies of nuts and berries and even showed them how to store food in clever ways that would keep it safe from harsh weather. The raccoons were amazed at how much food there was when they looked in the right places, and they realized they hadn't needed to steal at all. By the end of the day, they had gathered enough food to feed their families, as well as extra to share with other animals. Over the following weeks, Bramble continued to work with the raccoons and other animals, organizing food gathering and storage for everyone in the forest. The animals noticed a remarkable change. Not only did they have plenty of food, but they also felt a stronger sense of community and trust. For the first time, animals of all kinds worked together, sharing what they had and helping one another prepare for the winter. As the cold winds began to blow and snow covered the ground, the animals found themselves well prepared. They gathered once again in the clearing, not to solve a problem this time, but to celebrate their successful cooperation. The elder owl, known for his wisdom, addressed the crowd. This winter, we owe our survival to Bramble's cleverness and kindness. He not only taught us how to find food but also reminded us of the strength we have when we work together. The animals cheered, and Bramble gave a humble nod. Remember, he said, true strength doesn't come from fighting for ourselves but from caring for each other. When we are united, we can overcome any challenge. From that day on, the animals of the forest regarded Bramble as a hero and a friend. His story was told to young animals as a lesson in wisdom, courage, and cooperation. The raccoons, who had once been desperate and fearful, became known for their generosity and helpfulness, always eager to lend a paw. And so, as the seasons changed, Bramble's legacy lived on. The animals of the forest knew that as long as they stayed united and followed Bramble's example, they would thrive no matter what challenges came their way. Bramble, the clever and kind-hearted bear, remained a symbol of wisdom, guiding his forest family through both good times and bad, and ensuring peace and harmony for generations to come.